Once upon a time, there was a man named Melibee. He lived with his beautiful wife, Prudence, and his beautiful daughter, Sophie. Like any other day, Melibee took off for work, leaving his wife and daughter safe and sound at home. With Melibee away at work, it was the perfect opportunity for three of his enemies to sneak into his house to beat up his wife and daughter. When Melibee returned home from work, he was not expecting to see what he saw. He noticed his wife and daughter lying on the ground. Then Melibee himself started to cry. But surely enough, Prudence began to reassure him that everything will be okay and that there is no need for the tears. Melibee didn't listen though. He began to cry even more and freak out, running around the room, practically tearing his clothes off. Prudence finally calmed Melibee down and began to tell him even in deeper detail that there's no need to worry, that there's no need for his tears. Now this is where the story gets boring. Melibee and Prudence decide to get a council meeting together so they can decide what to do with those three men. Of course, it's just one big dispute between Melibee and his wife, talking about how Melibee just wants to seek revenge and Prudence thinks that he should be patient and wait and talk about what his actions should be. Now, of course, half the council members agree with Prudence, while the other half agree with Melibee. Seeing how her husband is not listening, Prudence decides to go on a speech that goes on and on. She continues to recite Bible quotations and re-quoting half the council to reassure her husband. Of course, eventually Melibee caves and begins to agree with his wife that she's actually right. Finally, after hours of disputing, they all agree to meet with the three men to decide what to do with them. But of course, as soon as the three men enter the room, Melibee demands that they are fined for what they did to his wife and daughter.
Huh? I said, find them.
The two argue back and forth a bit more until Melibee finally comes to his senses once more and decides to let them apologize to him and set them free.
Okay, I'll let it go. Okay, now give me a hug.